What's up, everyone? Welcome again to another live stream. And you know, Christmas is already there. Christmas is already here. And I'm happy to do pretty much, I think, the last live stream before Christmas holidays. And you know, I wanted to bring something really cool today. And today we are going to talk about creating a package from scratch. I actually had an idea, and I want to actually do the entire thing today. Okay, so first of all, yeah, man, welcome everyone to the live stream. Excited to be back. Let me know how the music is, if the music is okay for you all, if you can hear me correctly, and if you think the music is okay or too loud, let me know. Welcome everyone. Excited to see everyone. Daniel, welcome to the stream. Ify says welcome to the stream. Slayak, no, welcome to the stream. Goofball Guinness, welcome to the stream as well. Hemir Duka, Varkorb as well. Welcome everyone. Nice to see everyone. Today I had an amazing idea, and I'm excited to see what you guys think about that. Okay. Govar, welcome to the stream. Moda, welcome to the stream. You know, just welcome everyone. Excited to see everyone. Did you guys saw my latest YouTube video? I have literally, and I'm gonna go here into my live screen mode right here. I have literally just published my 2024 review on my YouTube channel, which is something created out of the live stream. Basically, I'm gonna publish the link on the chat if you guys want to check that out. But yeah, save that, you know, put that like button, you know, and all those cool things. But yeah, just publishing a YouTube video about my 2024 review, how my early of the year was a rough start, and how a lot of 11 was successful, and how was Taylor's demo behind the scenes and everything. So you guys may want to check this out. Okay, I think it's a video that you will like to see. It's 8 minutes in raw footage, you know, it's barely have any edit whatsoever, so I think you guys will enjoy this. That being said, today we are building something, boys. Something that potentially will stay here for the books. Okay, you guys know I have built stuff in the past, like past PHP and, you know, Pale and Pint and other stuff. Today I want to build Pack. Pack is literally this 4 words. I'm going to just write it right here. Pack. Okay, and it's literally these 4 words. Like literally just 4 words, and what it does is a spell checking for PHP, but something that a little bit different than the usual. Okay, a spell check that will check if your classes are named correctly, if your PHP annotations have any problem in terms of the wording, your metas have any wording mistakes. So basically we'll go to entire project and we'll tell you, for example, if you, instead of typing internal here, you type internal with a Y, for example, it will tell you this is a wrong annotation, you should type this instead. You know, that's kind of the goal. Okay, so if you type something like, let's say, get name with double A, for example, you will have like a console tool that will check if there is a spelling mistake here, and will just let you know about that. Okay. And Pop is saying it starts with a P. Oh yeah, baby, we have to, right? All right, folks, we're about to start this. Okay, so by the way, in case you haven't noticed, every time I go live, every single time I go live, I publish this stuff on social media. Okay, I publish that I go live on social media. So a great way of supporting my work, in case you cannot, for example, give me a follow or, you know, subscribe me on Twitch, for example, it's literally just retweet and republish that I'm about to go live in your social media. That's a great way of helping me out. Okay. That being said, I'm also proud to say that currently we are live on Kick, we are live on TikTok, we are live on X, we are live on YouTube, and we are live on Twitch. All right, so 5 to 6 platforms that we are live today, showcasing PHP on its best, baby. Okay, so anyway, Thomas, welcome to the stream. Brahim, welcome to the stream. Duka 10 is asking me, is this my PHP skeleton project? Yes. So I wanted to start like really from the beginning, like literally everything I do from the get-go. Okay, so I want to start literally from scratch, from nothing, so you guys can see exactly how I do things, okay? So the first thing I do, the very first thing I do is come up with a name, okay? So pack, I think it's a cool name, forwards. I can't remember of a package, call it pack. It doesn't really matter. If you want to change this in the future, you can just do it real quick. The second thing I do is literally come to my Nuno Maduro GitHub, you know, social stuff, and before I even you know, do stuff with my skeleton PHP, the first thing I actually do is creating an organization, okay? So typically, I like to work with organizations because, you know, potentially in the future, I'm not really sure if I'm to be the one maintaining the project. Maybe someone else will take over, you know. And if you just create an organization, people just feel more welcome to the project. That's something happens, you know. I could potentially create the repo on my own name, but I feel like if the project is behind an organization, people are more complied to help. You know what I mean? It feels more official, in other words, okay? TDP Pop is asking, you will support multi-language? And the answer is yes. However, if you are coding on any other language besides English, it does look weird to me. I must be honest, man. I always code in English, so it feels a little bit odd that it may support other languages, okay? Daniel is saying, that's cool. Oh yeah, it's cool, dude. It's cool. I'm excited about this package. I feel, you know, it's something that I would use myself. You know, because I'm typically, for example, having a class name, and sometimes I made a spelling mistake on the class name, like have a class name named example with double E, for example. It's something that if I would have like a console tool that I would just type, you know, something like vendor bin pack, and that will basically just detect all of the spelling mistakes I have, is something that I would use personally, you know. So I feel it's a great idea. So that being said, let's get started. Is everyone ready on that side? If you're ready, just say yes, man, because I'm like literally pumped up for this, okay? So pumped up about this. Oh yeah, baby. That's right, that's right. Heck yeah, let's go. Ribbon Castle. Yeah, yes, sir. All right, cool, boys. So let's get started by the beginning. The first thing I ever do when I'm working on this type of project, it's really, you know, create an organization for it. For the reasons I was telling you, like, I just like that other people feel welcome a little bit in the project and they want to literally just contribute to it. And I don't want like my name to be in the beginning to be a problem. So what I do always is just literally come here and type new organization, okay? So when you do this, typically GitHub asks you if you want this for free or a team or whatever. I just choose, you know, the free stuff. So the first question is the organization name. This typically causes some problems, okay? Which, you know, because most of the names are taken, like this one is for sure taken. So I just include like the wording at the beginning, like PHP pack, and that's it, you know? Or potentially actually pack PHP, it's probably a little bit better. There we go. And typically if you name the thing with you know, dash PHP at the end, always works. Then something I do, just put my own email at the bottom right there, bam bam bam, bada boom. It's a personal account, I accept all the terms and conditions, and let's go. So this will set up the organization, and at the moment I should have literally 0 project on this, okay? I skip this step because it's literally to add other people. I come to repositories and I click on new repository. And the repo name, obviously, like this is like insanely important. You want to keep the things like sexy. You want to keep the things like other people would use them. So the repo name here, it cannot be something a little bit weird, you know, like core framework or whatever. You want to be something really simple. So I'm going to just type pack right here. So pack-php pack. Just like Laravel PHP, Laravel. Past PHP, past, you know, something really cool, you know what I mean? So the description, we can do it later. The project will be fully open, okay? Everyone will be able to contribute to this project, even yourselves, okay? Even yourself. So I'm going to create and click create repository, and that's it. So we have the repo. So the first thing I can do is just literally clone the repo locally, and I'm going to clone on this existing project I have, which I'm going to get back to you in a second, how exactly I end up with this thing on the left, okay? So let's open here a new terminal, boom, new terminal right there. And let's do the following, my friends. Let's see who I am. So I'm on pack at the moment. I can just type git clone and then put this little thing GitHub gives you. So when I'm trying to set up the project locally, you know, I just create the repo on GitHub and I clone the repo using this .git at the end. Bam, I clone inside of the project, which typically gives me a pack folder within this folder I am at the moment. I just move the .git folder to one step below, just like that. I remove the pack file again, and hopefully now I should just have, you know, my entire project on my staging area, which I do. Okay, so I can just quickly fix this, just type git status again, add everything, and do git commit first. Actually, I'm gonna just commit with the message edge skeleton. So something you don't want to, like, this is like a top masterclass lesson that you guys need to always master, okay? Which is, you don't want to be stuck in the betweens. You know, when you are prototyping, when you want to move fast, when you want to get stuff done, one very important thing is that don't get stuck in the betweens. Like, oh, is this message okay, my first commit message, or should I commit now or later? It doesn't matter, man. The only thing that matters is that you get stuff done. That's it. Okay. So here I'm going to just type add skeleton, okay, which is the very minimum thing I have done so far. I'm going to type git push, and as you can see, the contents of this commit was literally the skeleton of the project. So I have done literally nothing besides just pushing the skeleton. Now, about the skeleton, I want to talk with you about this. So I actually have a PHP skeleton that I always use. It's called Nuno Maduro /PHP skeleton. And I'm going to copy this to you guys, okay? Just right there. So the repo I just copy pasted to you on the chat, that's literally the skeleton that I always use to create my repositories, to create my first open source project, okay? So you might want to use that as well, okay? So let's see some of the answers we have here. Okay, everyone seems excited about this. Me too, man. Roberto Dev, welcome to the stream. Ben James, welcome to the stream. You asking if you missed a lot? Not really. So basically today we are building an open source package, which the goal is check for spelling mistakes in your classes names or in your PHP annotations or in your PHP methods and everything, okay? So that's the goal today. And the package will be called pack. And the only thing we have done so far is created a GitHub organization for it. And we have also bootstrapped the project from my own skeleton, which I just copy pasted to the console, okay? What else do I want to talk about? I want to talk about the skeleton, I also want to talk about the pack PHP project, which is right here. Yep, I'm gonna send it to you on the chat. So it's literally empty at the moment, okay? But you guys can already check it out. Transcode is asking me, how am I doing today? I'm doing fantastic, dude. It's Christmas. I love this season. I'm excited to be back to streaming again. Gobert is asking if I use conventional commits. Probably not today. Brian is just saying that the problem too is that I always get stuck, especially in choosing the stack. Man, that's a problem that a lot of developers have, is that they just get stuck in the betweens most of the time and they don't get anything done, really. Not saying it's your case, but I'm saying that a lot of people don't get anything done because they think too much, basically. Just think too much, you know? Sometimes it doesn't matter. It's better that you actually get stuff done, you know what I mean? All right, dudes. Tuto is saying, I can't believe I wasn't following you. All right, dude, welcome to the stream. I'm a big fan of your streams, by the way. Moamo is saying, of course, we are the first people who will contribute. Thank you, I really appreciate that. Yeah, so just copy pasted the repo. And Lias is asking me, I'm going to add a Laravel adapter to the package. Well, hopefully the package will be fully agnostic. Tian just did the first star, and Man is asking me if this skeleton is for Laravel or for whole PHP. It's for whole PHP, okay? So it doesn't, basically the package won't need an adapter, because the only thing it will do is go to your project folder and start checking if annotations are correct, if PHP methods are correct, and more. So we should be fully chilling, okay? Victor is asking me how this skeleton is different from Spacy's package. I have no idea. Never used Spacy's package, man. I use my own stuff. All right, folks. that being said, let's move forward. Okay, so we have this stuff online. So the very first thing I want to ensure is that I have everything set up to get go. Okay, so I'm gonna type, you know, something like composer test, which is something you can do when working with my skeleton. It just runs everything. I want to also switch to PHP 8.3 because this package will be using PHP 8.3. So I'm gonna type brew and switch to PHP 8.3. Type composer update again and just fetch the latest dependencies of this project. There we go. Let's now type composer test to see how it goes. So I want to get like a clean test suite from the get-go. We already talked a little bit about this. You want to be sure that you have always 100% test coverage when you're working with. So let's make sure we always are at that state as well. Okay. So again, composer test, and let's see how it goes. Okay, we have one test failing for some reason. Oh, because this method is supposed to be called foo, so that's why. Leah Moreta is asking when we have migrations, is this going to be handled? Well, this is a package for regular PHP, not a package for Laravel. We can probably do a Laravel package only on future streams. However, everything you're learning today can be and should be applied on any Laravel package, really. Okay. All right, folks, we have a passing test suite. We can just literally commit that little fix we have done. Let's do that real quick. Fixes test suite. So, all right, so we basically have, you know, the skeleton ready. We are ready to go. The next step is really just start adapting some of the namespace in some of the package names, some of the metadata of this package. And I'm going to start by the beginning, okay? So I'm going to go into the workflows. I'm going to go literally file by file, okay? You guys know the .github folder contains all the workflows we need. Basically, workflows are the CI tooling that we are running on GitHub. At the moment, as you can see, the CI is already running our tests against macOS, against Windows, against Ubuntu, and all of this is running within PHP 8.3. So let's just walk through this stuff, okay? Typically, I'm using at the moment PHP 8.3, which is the version I want to use. So all of this stuff should really just be good. And it seems to be good so far. So formats is good. Testing also seems good. However, I do want to run this test suite against as well PHP 8.4. So I'm going to put here PHP 8.3 and PHP 8.4. So the test suite runs as well against PHP 8.4. I'm going to commit this change, and I'm going to just call this run CI against PHP 8.4, okay, and push this. And everything else should really be good. I feel like we're running our test suite and it feels good here. Okay, founding, it seems to be good as well. Something you always want to do, like this is like top tip, okay, is literally have a funding page. So if anyone is using your package, especially companies with a lot of money, they can literally just sponsor you on GitHub. You know, it doesn't take a lot of work to do. Okay. Space is saying, why didn't you just use git remote add? Because I don't know how to do that. So, you know, that's one of the things that when you don't know, don't stay stuck, just do stuff, you know. But yeah, potentially I could have just done that. Yeah. Tina is asking you why not also support PHP 8.0 and PHP 8.1, because those versions are not supported anymore, are literally deprecated by PHP itself, even security fixes. Tuto is asking a little bit off topic, but I have a small suggestions. Maybe you already have done doing this, but you are running ads on Twitch. Is recommended to turn off pre-roll ads and run 3 ads per hour instead. Streamer gets 55% of the split revenue. I thought I was not running ads, by the way. That's weird. I disabled the ads because they give you like so not much, like literally nothing. So I disabled the ads. I don't know why you are seeing ads to begin with, to be honest. All right, folks, let's move forward. So we have the funding. We have the documentation. Documentation is obviously something that Actually, this is the banner of the documentation. So within .github, you have like the CI work. Within the docs folder, typically I have images or extra documentation I may have. At the moment, the image is literally skeleton PHP. We may have to work this out a little bit later on, okay? On the source directory, we have our only class at the moment, which is the example.php. And you know, typically something here that will change for sure is the namespace. When we can work on that at the moment. So the namespace is something that is configured at composer.json level. So you want to come to the name, just type pack php, and then the name will be pack. And also, you should have this autoload psr4, which you want to rename this to pack. Or just pack at the moment. I feel like this will be a cool name. Just pack, you know, as a namespace. So when you do this, you can now come to the example thing and literally just call this, the namespace of this stuff will be pack. Oop, not past. Pack, and also you want to probably adjust the task suite so the example keeps working, okay? Just like that. And we should have a passing task suite hopefully after this change. Or if not, I'm gonna just run composer dump. This will basically generate the auto loading again, and now I'm going to type composer test again. Proper Coffee is saying that he loves my 3 view things icons. You mean like this ones? I think this just comes with material theme or one dark theme or whatever I'm using, to be honest. I don't think I'm using anything today. Okay, so past example not found. Yeah, this is not past, it's pack. Apologize about that, PHP Storm. Yeah, Tutu, I think I don't have ads, man. I'm pretty sure I've removed the ads. It's weird that you are seeing ads. I need to check that, double check that. Dive, welcome to the stream, dude. Today I'm building a new open source project called Pack. This is the repo, and the goal of Pack will be a spell checker for PHP, but like not the traditional spell checker. The goal is literally checking class names and to see if there is any problems on annotations, methods, and everything. Pop is saying, remember to drink water. Thank you so much. On it. So we are building literally a package from scratch. I think this will be fun. Miguel from TikTok, welcome to the stream, man. Nice to see you. By the way, we're streaming currently on every single platform I can think of. So, you know, you are on TikTok, but we have a bunch of other people on Twitch and YouTube as well. All right, folks, that being said, let's start working on this. Okay, so the first thing I want to ensure is that, you know, we are building a spell checker for PHP, but not the regular spell checker. The regular spell checker actually was able to find this package, call it PHP spell checker from TGTZ. And what this package does, from my understanding, and I probably need to, you know, check this a little bit more, is you give literally a misspell, you know, or a word or something like that, or a full sentence, and it will give you back the incorrect things. So I'm going to just make this a little bit bigger, just like that. So this library, which I have found on the internet, literally just grabs a full sentence and just gives you back the mistakes. Okay, so there is multiple things we have to think about here, because typically, for example, if you crawl your entire project trying to find annotations, you need to literally, first of all, find the annotations. You need to literally remove the beginning of the annotation because it starts with a PHP comment, for example. Not always annotations are valid. For example, those who have like param and return types, for example, are not valid. So a lot of stuff to think about. Same goes with method names, but also with class names. Okay, so a lot of stuff to think about. However, I feel like we can start by building something super simple, which is including this project in our own Pack project and have something that allows us to access this open source project. So something that I need to be mindful of is that when you're working with open source, very rarely you do everything from scratch. That simply doesn't happen. Even our skeleton right now, it's built on top of existing tools. We just have to use them, you know? We cannot build everything from scratch. Even for this spell checker tool we are building at the moment, we are going to reuse some of the existing software already available, okay? All right, so let's start by including the package to see if, first of all, we can include the package, because if we cannot, that would be a huge problem. Okay, so I'm going to type composer required Tigers PHP spell checker. And that's it, it's included. And now I want to use a spell checker. I'm gonna make it a little bit more complicated than it probably should be, but I'm gonna start by defining the interface I want to work with any package like this one, okay? So I'm gonna create a folder, call it contracts. And this contracts will have a folder, call it services, and this service will have a contract with the name spell checker, okay? Spell checker, that's cool, spellchecker.php. This will be you know, a regular PHP interface. So obviously we'll have declare strict types on top, namespace will be pack contract services, and we want to have this interface as internal to the package itself, and will be called spell checker. So what do we want to do with this spell checker? We want to keep the API with any services we may have, or we may implement, or we may swap in the future, as most simple as possible. So I feel like I want to provide text and get text back. That's the only thing I want to do, or mistakes back, to be fair. So here I'm going to just type the function check, give text, and as a return, I feel like I want the problems, which is a little bit what this is doing already. So I feel like in return I'm going to get the misspellings, which will be a value object we are going to declare in our project, okay? So this will be an array of misspellings. That will be our interface, okay? An array of misspelling. I'm gonna call this issue, because misspelling feels a little bit worthy for my taste. Okay, so I give text and I get back an array with issues. Okay, this feels good to me. Okay, so the next step I want to do is create this issue value object. So I'm going to go to my source directory, create something with the name value objects, and this value object will have the name issue. The issue will have declare strict types 1 on top, namespace, value objects, and will be internal, and will be a final read-only class issue. And on the constructor we'll have, let me think a little bit. So we have message in line and column. Do I want the column? Probably not, at least for now. Do I want the line even? I don't think I want the line even. I want to keep it really simple. So I want the word where the misspell was detected on, and probably I want nothing else. I have the suggestions, which might be useful as well. So I'm going to create something here with the name, an array of suggestions. And this will basically be an array with multiple strings, which will be the suggestions themselves, okay? And this creates a new instance of the issue itself, okay? So, seems simple so far. So now I can include and use this within, you know, this contract as well. So this seems okay to me, meaning that we are now ready to use this package we have included so far. Let me know if you think I'm going too fast. Personally, I'm trying to go at my own pace. Let me know if this feels okay to you and you also are enjoying this pace as well. Jose is asking if there is no filament today. No filament today, apologize. Zimiar is asking me, why do I use Safari? Actually, I use Firefox all the time. I use Safari only for streams because, you know, I want to keep it private with only like the stuff I really have to use on stream, so that's why. Alako Noob is asking me why are you using int is for an index, right? Yeah, that's right. So I want an array which, you know, will have 0 as key and the issue itself on the value itself. Okay. Tari is asking me, what is a value object? Well, a value object is a simple, you know, a simple object where I store data. Some people call it data objects or whatever. I like to call them value objects because it's literally, you know, a very important piece of the domain of this package. That's it. Chico, welcome. Merry Christmas to you as well. By the way, if you guys are watching me, whatever is the place, Twitch, YouTube, Kik, TikTok, it doesn't matter. Please give me a follow. That would really help my work. You know, I want to keep doing streams about software development. So if you can just follow me, that would be really appreciating. Okay. Something else, if you want to support my work, you can either become YouTube member or Twitch subscriber. Literally all the money I'm getting from this will be to, you know, make my stream better. And that being said, thank you so much, Tutu, for the subscription, by the way. I really appreciate it. For example, this lightning we are having here right now was literally part of some of the money I'm getting from Twitch. So that's pretty cool. The pace is okay. All right, perfect, man. All right, dudes. So we now have a spell checker interface. I want to, you know, start using this stuff on use this stuff on the package we have imported. Okay. So I'm going to go here into my test suite and start organizing this a little bit. How do I want to do this? Well, I want to have a unit folder. That's for sure. And I'm going to remove this feature because it's not even used anymore. I'm going to also remove this example file, which is not used as well. And on the feature folder, I'm going to create a new folder with the name services. And the very first service I'm going to implement is this Aspell service or spell checker package from PHP. So let me think a little bit how I want to do this. I want you for sure to have a services folder. I'm going to call this Aspell PHP, I feel like, or Aspell spell checker, which I don't know. I don't know. How should I call this service? PHP spell checker. Undeniably, I could probably call this in-memory spell checker because it's not using an API to begin with. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to actually call this in-memory spell checker. So this will be in-memory spell checker, which is exactly how we are doing. We are literally using an in-memory spell checker. So I'm going to call this in-memory spell checker.test. Okay. And let's start by the very beginning of this, which is it detects issues. Okay. So obviously I want to create the spell checker. So I'm going to call new spell checker. This will be a new instance of the in-memory spell checker, which doesn't yet exist. So we are going to, have to create it. That will be undeniably at pack services in-memory spell checker. And when you check, for example, hello, something like hello viewers, I'm going to type viewers with a mistake, like double S. Okay, so this is obviously a mistake. So hello viewers, this should actually return me back an issue on the viewers word. Okay, so the answer back will be issues. And I expect the issues to have count of 1 because there is only one word. The given word should be viewers with the double X at the end, and the suggestion should be just viewers. Okay, this should be good, I feel like. Let's go with TDD now. I'm going to run Vinabin past. It should just detect that the given class doesn't exist yet. So we can go to source directory and create a new folder with the name services. And the very first folder we are going to have within services is spell checkers. And within spell checkers, we are going to have in-memory spell checker, okay, .php. And this will be the actual implementation of my package. This is the first time I'm going to interact with this package. It's literally through this in-memory spell checker. I'm going to type now, declare strict types on top, namespace, pack services, spell checkers. And this will be called final read-only class with the name in-memory spell checker, which looks okay. Obviously, it will implement, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. There we go. Obviously, it will implement the interface we just have created together. This one right here. They will implement that one. So this will implement the spellchecker.php. And we'll have only one method. The method will be named check. And we just reuse the same annotation as the interface. Checks for issues in a given text. I'm going to reuse that. And the issue needs to be imported just right there. There we go. And this will be the actual implementation of the package we have found on GitHub. Okay. I'm going to return an empty array now to make my test suite happy at the moment. Okay. So clear my terminal, run vendor past, and let's see the result. And result is that in-memory spell checker is not found because I have missed spell checkers here on the namespace. Vendor passed once again, and we are making progress. Now the class was found, we were able to create an instance of the class, and now checking for problems. We don't have the count 1 yet, because we are literally returning an empty array to begin with, okay? By the way, chat, do not hesitate on making questions. Today we are building an open source package from scratch, which is something that detects, you know, mistakes in your code base, like either the class name is incorrect, or the method name is incorrect, or the annotation is incorrect. And just like many other projects I have, like Pale, Past, Pint, whatever, this project is called Pack, which I think is pretty cool in my opinion. How is everyone is feeling today? I just forgot to ask about this. I want you guys to tell me, where will be your Christmas? Are you passing Christmas with family? It's typically, you know, a happy season for you all. What do you guys think about that? Firefox team, let's go. Dive is saying I'm streaming every Tuesday on Thursday because holidays. Laravel internals right now. Now that looks cool, man. Really cool to know that you are streaming some Laravel internals. That's cool, man. Tutu says got you, chilling with family. Nice to read that. Most starts with a P. Yeah, P from PHP, boy. Edward is saying, hello all, nice to see some familiar faces on the chat. Nice to see you, man. Nice to see you as well. Chico is saying this, passing the Christmas with family. So cool to see. I miss you so much, dude. Nice to see you here on the stream. By the way, if you just arrived, my name is Nuno, PHP and Laravel developer, and today we are building a package from scratch. Give me a follow on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Kick, and everywhere. So basically, you can keep following my work, okay? Old Goat is saying, hi Nuno, hosting my family for the first time. Saw you in Porto PHP, and since then I follow your work and I'm very proud. Thank you, man. Feels good to read that potentially from someone who is Portuguese, I feel like. Transcode is saying, I play games and eat roast meat with friends. My family is on south of Chile. Oh, because they are far away? I feel you, man. I used to live a little bit far away from my home country, and it would just eat my inside, just knowing that I would not be able to be with my family on Christmas. So I feel you, man. Alako Noob is asking, will this package be a small version of Larastan? It's not even related. So Larastan detects type checks, you know, that does type checking basically through PHP Stan. This is for wording. Literally, you know, potentially, for example, you have a method and you just literally put the wording here, mistake here, like the given is literally, there is a typo, which undeniably makes me think that if this package should be called Pipo instead of typo. Anyways, this package goal is literally detects spelling mistakes like this one on method names, but also on annotations and stuff like that. Oh my god, I like the Pipo so much now. Oh, what do you guys think calling this package Pipo from typo? Oh my god. Oh my god, what do you guys think about this? Drunken is saying whatever starts with Pypo seems like Python. That's true, man. That's true as well. Yeah. Oh my god, people are liking it, but other people are saying it seems like a Python package. Oh my god. Someone is saying call it. Wait. We can work something out, okay? Someone is saying, well, by the way, chat, this is the type of stuff that you shouldn't be blocked with. Do you know the conversation I was having literally 1 hour ago? When you're building something, you don't want to be stuck in like this kind of deals. That's exactly what we're doing. We're literally stuck on the name, but it's the name. It's a customer-facing thing. So someone was saying on the chat to literally call it something like this, Pypo. I don't know, I'm gonna call it pack for now, and let's see how it goes, okay? We should definitely move forward and not be, dealing with this kind of stuff, okay? By the way, I just joined it. Let me just send you this, because I literally just joined TikTok, and I'm trying to grow my audience right there. I'm gonna actually show you just some social media I'm having at the moment, so you can guys follow me there, okay? So some of the recent social media I've joined is TikTok. That's the first one. So shorts are going there as well. Obviously I'm on Twitch, YouTube, what else? Yeah, that's the only new I have at the moment. Let's keep that one for now. And I'm also on Instagram, but you probably have seen that already on the stream. Yeah, those are the two main ones. Great content, Nuno. Thank you so much. Joke is saying, what is the problem with Python packages? No problem at all. No problem at all. All right, someone had a question about the in-memory thing, but I just lost the question. I really apologize. Oh, there we go. Hades is asking, hello, just a question. Why do you copy the annotation method from in-interface to your class instead of using the inheriting doc in-memory spell checker? So that's a good question. Typically, in the past, I'm going to be honest with you, in the past, I used to have this, literally. But over time I just start noticing that what I really want to see is like what exactly it's happening here when I'm reviewing the code, and I just feel like if I just have this right here and I don't have to go to the interface, it just feels a little bit better. Okay, so that's the reason why I've done it this way. Okay. All right, folks. Keep just putting messages on the chat. That really encourages me to get go. So let's move forward. Okay, so if I run the test suite, obviously we have just literally, just this pale thing being annoying. But if I remove this, I run my test suite, and now I have 0 issues because I have literally no implementation whatsoever on this in-memory spell checker. So I want to actually implement this library. So what I will do is the following. I'm gonna go to... Ooh, thank you so much, Georgie, for the super chat. Georgie is saying, thanks for the content, greetings from Greece. Thank you so much for your €5 donation on YouTube. That I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. So all the money I'm getting for this will be reinvested on making the stream better. So thank you for that. So I want to implement the package directly. Something I could do, actually something I will do, is literally have a constructor which will inject my dependency, and my dependency at the moment is this Aspel thing. This will be a private Aspel, and what else this is doing? Well, it's creating a new instance of the spell checker, just like this. The constructor is either have a body, yeah, I'm missing this little thing, and this will be the injected dependency, and we should be good. I'm going to create a function here, call it public static function default, which will return the default implementation for this service. Create a new instance of the spell checker. Creates the default instance of the spell checker. There we go. And Aspel is not found, so let's import this. Okay, it should be good. It's still not good. It's saying that it should be imported with one parameter. Oh, I know why. There we go. Now it should be good. Okay, seems to be working good. And the last thing I want to do is literally just type the following. I want to type this check, no, Aspel check the given text, and this will give me back from the documentation right here misspellings. And what I want to do is literally convert these misspellings to my new, my new value object. It's already being suggested by GitHub Copilot, and that's actually a question that I have a lot from the chat, is that what tool are you using for this kind of auto completions? It's called GitHub Copilot, okay, and it's a pretty cool auto completion tool, okay. So I want to array map through, what do I want to do? I want to go slow here, but indeed I want to array map, that's for sure. So I want to array map this deal and provide a callback, and that callback will have a misspelling. A misspelling seems to be something that coming from the package, right? Let me check. Yep. And the misspelling will be a new issue. The word will be on the first thing, and this will be suggestions, which will be an array of string. This is perfect already. Array map is expecting an array, but iterable is being provided. Oh, so I need to do this. Convert this iterable to array. This should be good. Let me run vendor bin php stan, and we have one problem. Oh, it's complaining because I'm missing a type, which is right here. Thank you, PHP stan. Let's go again. Still complaining. Parameter 1, callback of the function arraymap, expects a callable with... Oh, gotcha. This should be misspelling interface here. Thank you, and apologize. PHP stan. How about now? There we go. There we go, chat. There we go. Let's run, past PHP. It's still failing, but we're making progress. And the problem is that in-memory spell checker constructor receives one argument but 0 passed. So we need to adjust our test suite. So now we use our static default implementation. That's something you don't have to do this, like creating this static method that returns the default implementation of this service, but it's something I do. It's something I got from Rust, actually. When I was coding Rust, they actually have this pattern of basically doing the default implementation for every single struct they have, and I kind of like to do that on my packages as well, so I just do it, Duka-chan is saying, and it's now free. That's right, man. GitHub Copilot is now for VS Code. That's right. Gigi1118 is saying, shouldn't you check if the Aspel object was already being created first before you Aspel create? I don't think so. So basically, the Aspel create will be only when I want to create the default implementation of this service, and then I provide it through, the regular constructor. This seems okay to me, by the way. Okay. Running vendor past, and let's see the problems we are having at the moment. So the word, it's already viewers with double S, but the suggestions are a little bit different. Oh, they have like hundreds of suggestions. That sucks a little bit. I'm gonna fetch like the very first 4, because otherwise this will be too much, I feel like. So I'm gonna do viewers. Viewers with S, viewer. I'm gonna grab just the first 4, otherwise this gets too confused. In viewer. In viewed, actually. So the very first 4. And on my array map, something I will do is ask ChatGPT to take the first 4 suggestions and I'm gonna just erase slice the misspellings and grab the first 4. Yeah, something you can do when using GitHub Copilot, okay? It's literally just ask ChatGPT to do the stuff for you, like literally all the time. Just works quite good, okay? Running past, it's still failing for some reason. It's failing because this erase slice is not actually working for some reason. What happens if I do this? Oh, gotcha. The misspellings will return back multiple misspellings. So that means that the array slice needs to be applied on the suggestions and not on the misspellings themselves. Okay? Just like this. Still failing because of a typo I have on my test suite, which is literally this. Still failing, almost. We are close. We are very, 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 very close. Oh, interesting. It's taking the S. Do I need to do this? No. What the heck? Do you guys know how can I use a regular S right here? Oh, wait a second. I don't have an S. That's the problem. How about now? There we go. A passing test suite, my friend. Drippin Castle is saying use Levenstein to distance the filter suggestion options. Maybe. If you want to contribute to this open source project, you can do that. Actually, I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to literally commit this right now. And if you can still do that suggestions during the stream, I'm going to review and merge during the stream, okay? So I'm going to just do Vanderbean Pint. I'm going to also run the entire test suite to see how it goes. We have Raptor PHP complaining. Raptor PHP, if you don't know, it's a great package that literally engages your code to the latest versions of PHP. So I'm going to just type Composer Refactor. Bam, done. And type Composer Test again. Pint failing, so I'm going to just run Vanderbean Pint. There we go. And go again with Composer Test. All right, and we also have 100% of test coverage, which makes sense. Something I wanted to do is I wanted to test as well at it does not detect issues. So I'm gonna, grab the spell checker and I'm gonna type hello viewers without any problem, and I expect the issues to be empty. So let's run Vanderbean Past again and see how it goes. And it's still passing, so this is a good thing. So again, Composer Test, and I'm going to pull request this, commit this to the project itself. Diego, welcome to the stream, man. Nice to see you here. What music is this? Some retro music? Why not, man? Why not? All right, folks, this is ready. I'm gonna just type git status, bam, 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 boom, literally empty, commit, and I'm gonna just say adds in memory spell checker. There we go. It's on the repo already, boys. It's on the repo already. So we already have something. Not a lot, but we have something. So we have an in-memory spell checker, which is enough for do what we want. So let's try to add the very first service into this, which is the goal of checking if class names are incorrect, for example. I feel that's a good beginning that we are going to do. So looking at this project, for example, we have multiple folders, contracts, services, spell checker, for example. So potentially, if I have a folder with the incorrect wording, for example, I would like my tool to being able to detect that. So I almost feel that we should receive a directory and just check everything within that directory, at least for now. Clevson, welcome to the stream, man. Nice to see you, man. Second guy is asking that there will be a clear date when Laravel Cloud is going to be available. Yes, in the future is going to be available. We don't have a date yet. Well, I mean, we are going to announce a date soon, but we don't have a date like on paper yet. So, anyways, so we now need to provide the directory to the package, so the package can tell us back like literally all the problems on that given directory, because it will just check all the files within that directory, all the folders, all the file names, all the annotations, and everything. So how we are going to call this? Let me think a little bit. I think how do I want to call this? So just to explain you, folks, obviously we have contracts now, we have services, and we have value objects, okay? This is cool. But now I'm thinking of a folder that will have something inside where you are going to be able to do something like this. Pack, you know, something like this. Pack, create, you know, something like this, and then check, and you provide like a full directory, you know, it's like check directory or whatever, and you provide a full directory that will return you back, you know, a bunch of issues, basically, something like this. I have an idea. I have an idea, my friends. I have an idea. I'm gonna call this kernel, okay? The name is too fancy. The name is too fancy, but I'm gonna add this exactly. Kernel to the root, that's it. Oh boy. So this given class will be, you know, the fancy thing, final read-only kernel, just like that. And we'll have a dependency, which is a spell checker coming from our contracts, just like that. So we have a spell checker we can use. And we are going to receive a full directory. I'm going to call this check directory at the moment, okay? Checks for issues on the given directory. So we are going to have files, and those files are going to have a name, and we can check issues on those names. Would that be enough? Probably, right? Probably. I'm gonna use though Symfony Finder for this, because you know we could use potentially raw PHP using something like this. Undeniably, Symfony Finder is a fancier dependency of this deal, okay? So I'm going to type here, composer requires Symfony Finder. Second guy is asking, what is value objects? Value objects is typically, for me, it's kind of part of the contracts almost. Typically when I have a contract like spell checker, which is used by this underlying in-memory spell checker, I have, you know, regular types, but sometimes those types can be a little bit more fancy than simple strings or integers. So I use the folder value objects for those deals, which you can see right here. It's a very data object that contains only like a word and a bunch of strings, basically. Okay, typically something I use within my contracts folder. So check directory, and check issues within the given directory. That does seems okay. I'm gonna also create a new folder with the name checkers, and this will have file. Actually, we'll have, do you know a name? Like typically we have files and we have directories. Do you know a name that combines these two together? Like something that would be, because I want to have like file checker, but this file checker will also check for directories name. So do you know a name for this potentially? Jackie Boy the original is saying use FS, file system checker. Could be a good name, indeed. Let's use that one. File system checker. This will be this will be a simple checker, which I will create an interface for it. Okay. And this will probably work a little bit different from the others because it will basically only not receive tasks. We'll have only like a check method. That's it. Nothing else. I like this music though. File system checker implements checker, bam, 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 boom. And we are going to have, not this though. Do we have this interface being included, my friend? Not yet, but almost. There we go. What the fuck is happening? Oh, okay, gotcha. My bad, my bad, my bad. Exactly. So basically all checkers like file system checker, annotations checker, like all those different checkers we are going to have, they have different options. Typically when this happens, I like to provide the options on the constructor, but the method will basically be the same for all of them. Just check. That's it. We can either have, we have two options. We can pass those options through. Yeah, I'm going to probably do this for now. Just this, an array of options. Or parameters, which probably looks a little bit better. I'm gonna do that for now, okay? So parameters, and this will be like this. Checks for issues within a given directory. Perfect, 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 perfect. Bam, bam, bam. And the parameters will be an array with strings. Bam, bam, boom. By the way, Shad, if you just arrived, my name is Nuno, PHP Laravel developer, and today we are building an open source project all together, okay? This open source project will basically check for typos in your code. Not type checking, but literally typos on the words of your project, like annotations and stuff like that, okay? All right, checker, file system checker, receives the parameters and does literally nothing. Bam, boom, bam, boom. What else do I want? I want to test this stuff because the file system is doing nothing so far. So unit level, let's start by creating a folder with the name checkers. And this checker will have a VFS checker test, PHP. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, baby. We want to always test our stuff, 100% code coverage. Remember, guys. Loga is asking, why do you remove the stream? I like to rewatch the stream when I have time. So I don't remove the stream. All my streams are available on my YouTube channel. It's literally down below on the about, like literally down below. You have literally a link for my YouTube channel, and all the VODs are there under the tab lives, okay? Mblock is asking me what package I'm building. Today I'm building a package which is a spell checker. The goal is that you run something on the terminal, like literally vendor bin pack, and that will detect if you have typos on your file names, if you have typos on annotations, if you have typos on methods, not type checking, but typos, literally wording, like, for example, come here and you have like a double S, for example. I would complain about you under CI, literally like past, like pint, and like all those crazy cool tools, okay? That's the goal, boy. Yeah, if you just arrive me and you just watch me, just basically give me a follow, on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Kik, and all those platforms. I'm literally streaming for all of them. And, I would appreciate your support by just give me a follow. That would be really cool. The music is not bad, though. All right, boys, let's go. Let's continue here. I'm having this weird behavior where sometimes some of the comments literally appear on Twitch, but they don't appear here on the multi-stream channel, which is a little bit annoying. Anyway, regardless, let's continue. So I've included Finder, which we are going to use, but now I'm writing the test for the file system checker, okay? So again, we want to basically to be able to detect issues with names, okay? Issues with names. So I'm going to create this features folder. Something I always do is have this features folder for literally stuff I use in my own test suite. And here I'm going to have folder with typo, and little will have O, for example. And here I'm going to have file with typo. And here I'm going to have possibly, double P. .php. This will be basically an empty file at the moment, okay? But literally we have a folder with a typo, but also a file with a typo. So what we can do now is literally go to our file system checker and write something like it detects issues. Creased 85, thank you so much for the subscription on Prime, man. I really appreciate your support. Thank you so much. Div is saying, I just found an issue with past type coverage in Lattice 10 3.0. Great, dude. You can do a pull request and fix that issue. Thank you. All right, folks. So detects issues on the given directory, okay? Provide the function, fetch the file system checker, bam, 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 just like that, as easy as that. Import the class on top. Do we have any dependency? We are going to definitely have dependencies here, but for now we don't. Then the directory I want to provide will be directory 2 places 3 4 features. That's it. That's the only folder I want to analyze. Yeah, features folder, and hopefully I'll have 2 issues, one with the folder name, the second one with the file name. That's right. So the count will be 2. Let's just do this for now. Count 2 and, work from this. The check is an array, so let's just provide an array here. Like this. Directory. Bam, boom. And run past again. We have one failing test where the issues are supposed to be 2, but they are 0 at the moment. So now we can start the implementation of the file system checker, which currently is empty. So there is a few things I have to do, obviously. The first one is that I need a spell checker. So what I will do here is require a spell checker implementation, private string or private spell checker, just like that. Bam, import class on top, that's done. And now I want to use Symphony Finder. So this is where the real magic is coming from, is that I want to use Symphony Finder to create, you know, a finder, and I want to fetch all the files. Does this include directories? Because I also want directories. I don't think I have to provide anything if I want both. So create finder in the given directory. Yes, sir. With the name PHP, not really. I want every single one of them, and they don't have to contain anything. So give me all of them, okay? This will be files or directories, just like that. And then for each one of them, I want to literally grab the name. Will this return? Yeah, I need to check because I'm not really sure if this will return like the folder name, for example, or will return as well like the file name. I need to double check this. Dave is saying there's already pull request 35 for the last 10 and PHP type coverage. Well, thank you. I will merge that and get that, you know, released as soon as possible. Josh, welcome to the stream, man. We are literally building an open source package today, all of us together. Okay. Nani just typed exclamation point project. I have no idea what that is. I know that streamers typically use that to share, you know, information with the viewers. I probably need to set up that thing, which I don't know what it is at the moment. Dave is saying, what do you think about Pennant? Do you use it for Laravel Cloud? We are not using Pennant for Laravel Cloud yet. We are going to probably use it once we need feature flagging, for sure. By the way, if you just arrived to the stream, no matter where you are, TikTok, Quick, Twitch, YouTube, whatever, or X, one way that you can support my work is just give me a follow, okay? Literally just follow my channel, and I'm streaming every single day at 9 p.m., by the way, 9 p.m. UTC. I'm also publishing YouTube videos at 1 p.m. every single day. I just published, by the way, a YouTube video about my year 2024 in review. And yeah, my name is Nuno Maduro, PHP and Laravel developer, and today we are building an open source package together. All right, folks, what do I have from this name? I don't know yet. What do I know is that I can already use a spell checker to check the given name. This will return issues. Remember that. Remember that, chat. We have issues, so we probably need to merge these issues with the existing ones. So I'm going to initialize the issues with an empty array, and the only thing I'm going to do here is just say issues equals to, you know, existing issues plus the new ones. Just like that. As easy as that, my friends. Okay. And finally, I want to return these issues. Now, there is a small problem, though, is that the issues returning from the spell checker are like text issues, so you don't have like the file, you know, you don't have the line. So potentially what we are going to do here is we are going to have some sort of interface for this. I'm going to probably have this issue interface instead of having a value object. So I'm going to type issue.php, just like that. The issue will be under namespace contracts for sure. We'll declare strict types on top, and the interface issue will have a few things, okay? We'll have a few things. We'll have a new public function that will return me back the file. So get file, that's for sure. And I need the line as well. I need the word, and I need the suggestions as well. Okay, this should be enough. This does look cool, I feel like. So we need this for the file thing. Let me just think a little bit. Are all of the checkers will always have a file in a line, that's for sure. Undeniably, if you have a problem with the folder name, for example, there is no line to begin with, right? I could potentially return 0 when that happens to keep it simple. Let me think a little bit. So that will be a return from this deal right here. What do I want to do here? I could, you know, I could potentially have different types of issues. Potentially, that would be one idea. But I want to think a little bit about this. I mean, for sure, all issues are going to have a word and suggestions, right? Because this is spell checker. And as a spell checker, there is always a problem with a word, with a given word, and a problem with the you know, and there is suggestions for that word as well. Okay, I have an idea. Potentially one idea, okay? Potentially one idea. I'm not sure if it's a good idea, but I have an idea, okay? I'm going to create something here, call it file issue or FS issue, okay? Not sure if it's a good idea, okay? But let's stick with it for the moment, okay? Declare strict types, namespace value objects, internal for sure. File system issue. This is going to receive not the word and suggestions, but the underlying issue. And is going to have as well a file, and that's it. I feel like this, it's probably a good idea. Probably, I'm not really sure, okay? So if I go now to the file checker, the FS checker, what I can have is this thing returning an FS issue instead, which goes against the contract now. Oh my God. Yes, sir. I have a problem. Incolas, welcome to the stream, dude. Nice to see you, man. Yeah, one cool thing about building a package is that, you know, again, I don't want to be blocked with this kind of superficial problems, which is the way I organize my package. So I want to come up with a solution easy for this. So my problem at the moment is that if you're checking the file system for typos, there is no such thing as, for example, what is the line of where the typo is, you know? There is no line to begin with. But there is something that, which is the file where the issue was found. So I want to come up with an interesting solution that would work for any checker we have, either be a file system or a notation or whatever. I could potentially, you know, I could potentially go with something a little bit more stupid like this. This can be called issue, and this one can be called misspelling, for example, which is an interesting one. Let's do that for now. So I'm going to go to this spell checker thing. I'm going to call this a misspell implementation, just that. A misspelling, for example, just like that. And this one on top will be called it just issue. And all of them, no matter if it's file system or, you know, annotation or whatever, it's going to always have a misspelling, but also a file and a line. Yes, sir. I'm going to do this for now. Okay, let's keep the momentum going. Let's go. Let's go. So this will return an issue now. We're chilling. Thank God we have a bunch of tests. So we absolutely chilling, my friends. The spell checker is now returning a misspelling. Thank you, PHP Storm, for refactoring all my code almost without doing anything whatsoever. Love PHP Storm, man. Misspelling, yes, sir. This looks correct. Let's run vendor bin passed, how we are at the moment. One failing test only, which is cool. File system checker expects a spell checker implementation. That's true. That's true. So I need to provide that on the test suite. And I'm going to provide the in-memory one, or I can just do the default deal. But I'm gonna here I won't do that. It's too much in the deeper level already. How about now? We still have 0 issues. Now it's complaining because the features folder does not exist. Okay, so this is within the file system checker. Actually, it's not there. The problem is because this given directly does not exist. And it's probably because I'm missing this little, you know, this little bracket right here. How about now? Still does not exist. Okay, so checkers, one behind. Oh, we are too much deep. It's literally this. Oh, with a passing test read. What do we have on issues, by the way? It's going too fast, huh? Too fast, my friend. It's going too fast, huh? Okay, we do have 2 misspellings, and both of them are actually very accurate. Well, floodwaters is not actually what I meant. This is something we have to deal with, which is we need to make, you know, our library to understand that this uppercase right here is actually an empty space. Do you know what I mean? Bro is so locked, smashing his keyboard. Oh, the microphone is super close to my keyboard. That's probably why, man. Let me change the music here, though, with something a little bit more. Let me think. Let me go with some hip hop, old school. What do you guys listen, by the way, when you guys are, you know, coding? Nothing? You listen hip hop, rock? What do you listen typically? Mob Deep? What is that? Is this Mob Deep? Doesn't look bad. Yeah, let's go to this. Why not? All right, folks, we have issues. Yeah, we have issues, but we do need to make understand, you know, at some point that our library, that this kind of stuff, it's literally 3 different words, not only one, okay? And we also need to merge each one of the issues. So what I will do here is, to begin, I'm going to go to File Checker. And I want to merge the return type, so I'm going to do this. Oh boy. What is Mob Deep, by the way? Okay, how about now? Do we have like both arrays at root level? We do. This is cool. This is cool. We can move forward. We can move forward. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We do have the word PHP, which I don't know where it's coming from. Interesting. Interesting. It's rappers from the East Coast. Interesting. Okay, gotcha, gotcha. All right, folks. We have now issues. Are we getting issues from the file system? Not yet, but we can work on that. So this will be an issue from the file system. And I also need to convert this to a file system issue. So what I will do is array map this little checker. just like that, and provide the closure to this. So this will return a misspelling that we have, and what I will do is convert that to an issue from the file system. What does this issue has, by the way? Has the misspelling, the underlying misspelling. Gotcha. Bam, boom. Some misspelling. The third thing is the file name, which is this little thing. The final one is the line. At the moment, I'm going to just provide 0 at the moment, which I feel is a good, you know, a good compromise. Why are you complaining, PHP Stan? Required payload missing. What is this? Huh. Oh, this is nothing. What is this? App value objects? This is not mine. This is not mine for sure. There we go. Okay, chat, now it's working. There we go. So we have the file, we have the line, and we have the misspelling right here. Which undeniably, it's a little bit weird. We're getting just 1 though. Why are we getting 1? How many files do we have here? Iterator to array. And we have a bunch, right? We have a bunch. We have 1 file, the directory itself, and that's it. So what is file name here, for example? Is folder with typos, gotcha. And issues is empty by default at the beginning, but then we merge the result from... Oh, because we're doing get contents? That's why GitHub Copilot is so annoying sometimes, man. Oh my god. I want to check the name, bruh. There we go. We're back to the game. Just 2 issues. One with, you know, one with the file directory, and the second one with the file itself. So one weird thing is that this is like literally the file name, and this should be though the oh, because of the dot. Got you. I want to ignore the dot, so I want to ignore the file extension. So from the name, ignore the extension. We are going to have to add tests to all of this, by the way. There we go. We should have just 2 at the moment, and we do. And I need to revert the uppercase. So basically here we have file with typo. Technically we have 3 words. So I cannot have the checker checking if this word makes sense in just one, you know. We need to basically split this into 3 different words. So I'm going to ask ChatGPT, convert to file with typo uppercase, probably not uppercase even, like this, just this. Not string to lower. Doesn't Laravel have something like this, like UC or whatever? Convert uppercase to lowercase plus pace, basically. Okay, not really sure if this will work, but let's see how it goes. It works. All right, cool. Sometimes you don't have to understand. Every time I work with regex expressions, I don't understand what's happening, but typically it just works. All right, there you go. So on file with typo, we have a misspelling on typo, which should be typo, which is first suggestion. Stephen Davis saying PHP Stan is always right. That's right, man. PHP Stan, unfortunately, is always right. MZAOUG Joe is saying, hi man, welcome to the stream. Bro, do you have any contributions to start contributing to open source projects? Yes, I have, man. Like, literally just come to this open source project I have created and just contribute to it. That's it. You know, you can literally write the README of this project, or literally just, you know, fix a comma or whatever. You just have to go there, fork the repo, and start contributing. That's it. TechNut is saying you can use string headline, I think. Yeah, we don't have Laravel libraries at the moment on this project, so I feel like we have to do something native to PHP, which is string to lower in you know, the regex expression at the moment. Okay, folks, we can go to this file system checker, and we can do something like expect issues to have count of 2. I expect the number 1, the file to be what is the file, by the way? Let me check this real quick. Oh, the file end up being like the full name. Potentially something I want to do here is actually persist the original name, like do something like this and provide that on the issue itself. How about now? Why are you complaining? Oh, because I need to include this. Well, I can use the, you know, just a regular arrow function. By the way, Shad, I don't know if you saw my Twitter today. I'm going to actually go to LaraConEU, and I have all these crazy ideas that I want to do regarding streaming, like literally streaming directly from the conference, potentially streaming on the after party with my buddies from, you know, from Laravel, but also from the community, potentially do a, you know, a stream in the morning, just telling you guys how the Laravel conference is going. So I think it'll be fun. What do you guys think? Do you guys have any ideas about things I can do on this, on the conference itself? It's LaraConEU. It's almost happening. It's literally like within a month. So I'm gonna go a few days earlier because I'm gonna actually meet with my Laravel Cloud friends, so we can literally hack a little bit together. But yeah, planning on taking my stream setup completely to the conference and just do some crazy stuff. Let me know what you think about that. Okay, folks, so we now have the file name. What does that mean? So we now have an original name of the file, which potentially what I really want, I feel like, is the real path of the thing. So what I will do is go to the file checker. Instead of getting the file name here, I think I'm gonna have the entire path of the thing. So I'm gonna type get path potentially. There we go. Ooh. Do we have a full path or whatever? What do we have here? Get file name without extension. What is this? Oh, this, by the way, can and should be used right here. Okay, I'm gonna keep it simple for now and get the real path. Yeah, this works. Okay, cool. All right, so I expect to have 2 issues, and you know, the file of the issue number 1 should be literally, or should end with, let's do that, to end with this, bam, bam, boom, the line to be 0, the misspelling word to be typos, and the suggestions to be the very first typos. Let's keep going, we're working good, yes, yes. Bam, bam. Oh yeah, thank you ChatGPT for coding everything for me. Winterbean pass is still failing though, because the typos are wrong. No problem. There we go, chat, there we go. Bam, bam, boom. Almost. So you know, failure to assert. Oh yeah, because we are literally checking the file, not the entire folder. You're right, you're right, you're right, ChatGPT, you're right. Oops, missing a PHP right here. Okay, I'm gonna copy the entire thing. There we go. Yep, the word is not the same. There we go. And finally, the suggestions are also not the same. So here we have typo, Tokyo, also typos in Topi. Thank you, thank you. Let's run Pint on this. And what do we have at the moment? We have made very good progress. I also want to add a test when the file system doesn't detect any issues. So I'm gonna, for example, check the project is source directory. I think that would be actually a cool test to do. So instead of going to features, I'm gonna actually one directory above and check or test the source directory. So I expect that people who use this package, they are going to actually check their source directory or the app directory of Laravel. You know what I mean? Oh boy, there is literally issues on, you know, on the source directory of my package. What is the issue? It's saying that FS doesn't mean anything, and it doesn't if you think a little bit about that. FS typically means file system. Undeniably, it's probably, you know, abbreviation that I want to ignore. Let's use this. Let's use actually file system. How do I type file system with? Yeah, just like this. Gotcha. Let's use file system. You're right, Pack. You're doing a great job validating if I write correct English. Hilarious. Okay, how about now? Now it's good. Oh my god. Already doing his job, man. So good. Thank you. David is saying Laracon EU is on 3 and 4 February in Amsterdam. That's right. Yeah, I'm going, man. I'm excited about this. Jakey Boy is saying LOL, much better. Yeah, man. It's funny because that file system typically is something that like only me and you and probably a few of them understand what it means because it's super nerdy, like FS, right? File system is probably a better name for what we're doing at the moment. David is saying, is Pack potentially a past plugin? Potentially. I don't know, man. I'm going to just make it as a regular package because I feel like it's just more funny for the stream, basically. Okay. David is saying, yeah, so I feel it's better as a different package. Dude, I literally need to fix my Twitch, yeah, man, my Twitch chat, basically, sometimes people are literally saying things, it doesn't appear on the chat. So weird. What the heck? Give me a second here. Like literally, someone just said, you did it. And I don't see that message here on the multi-stream channel, which is so weird. So I have this multi-stream, which potentially contains all the chats from, you know, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. And someone just said, you did it. And I actually saw that on the, you know, on the chat of the live itself, but I didn't saw it here on the multi-stream, which is weird. Yeah, I don't know who said like you did it, but if you can say it again, that would be awesome. So I can see where that stream is coming from and try to understand why it's not appearing here locally. So weird, man. Anyway, chat, if you don't know me, my name is Nuno Maduro. I'm a Laravel core team member, PHP developer, and today we are building the next generation spell checker for PHP. Literally just, you know, going through your project and tell you what is wrong with, with your file naming, check if your folders are using incorrect wording, for example, and that's what you're doing at the moment. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Yeah, now I see you did it. Yeah, now I see. So weird, man. But I can tell you that a couple minutes ago, I didn't saw the message. Yeah, just saw the problem now. Someone said, I said it from YouTube, so basically I'm not seeing YouTube messages currently on my multi-stream channel. Apologize about that, okay? I'm gonna open the YouTube chat real quick right here. This basically also tells me that probably I should have just the original chats here open instead of having, instead of using this multi-stream. Okay, I'm gonna pop the chat here of YouTube so I can see it instead of using this stuff from Streamlabs. Apologize. Oh my god, so many messages I haven't checked, man. Oh my god. Yasin have asked why I'm using kernel. I'm using kernel because I don't have a better name for this. Kernel is typically the place that I use, or the naming I use for something that gets always called. So I'm gonna use kernel for now. So I is saying in VS Code Cursor, there's an extension called IntelliSense, super cheap premium that allows you to refactor symbols on an entire code base. So PHP Storm does all of that as well, and always works. I'm a big fan of PHP Storm, so yeah. Someone saying hip hop, it's very old school. Yeah, I like hip hop old school as well, man. Haley is saying greetings from Spain. Hi, man, nice to see you. Bebeto is saying, why not symphony string? I don't know what symphony string is. Apologize. Someone is asking, how do I run native PHP app? Well, the goal is like, potentially I will use Symfony console in here and I can just basically do a console app. You know what I mean? That's a goal. And yes, I did it. Finally, I also see your message, man. So cool. Yeah, so, the goal is obviously, obviously detect issues with the files we have on our application, but also the goal is like being able to come here and type vendor bin pack. So let's address that right now, okay? So we can have something working literally on stream today, okay? So obviously there is a lot of space to improve here. We can potentially have annotations checkers. We can have methods names checkers, potentially just keep growing this, but I feel there's a lot of potential here. So what we are going to do now is literally just make sure we have a good test suite in place and then grow to Symfony console to literally being able to run this from the console and potentially have people adding this to their CIs just like they do on using Pint, Pale, and all those crazy tools, okay? Brahim is asking me, what is my preferred streaming platform? My preferred streaming platform is both YouTube and Twitch. I'm still like undecided, like what is like actually the best. I can tell you that literally for handling from the phone, the better is Twitch, okay? Because I have stuff that I can do like rating, for example, which is very powerful. And I just feel Twitch is better for that. However, YouTube is a little bit better if you want to monetize a stream later on via videos or literally just having the stream there for people to rewatch the stream, for example. So yeah, I like both. Chico is saying Twitch. All right, folks, let's run the test suite. We're chilling, composer test, bam, bam, boom, and see how it goes. We have 3 files who have been changed by Rector, so I'm going to just type composer refactor real quick. Run composer test again. Really apologize of missing some YouTube messages, man. Don't really know what happened, but lesson learned. Now I'm going to literally open all the original chats literally and just put them here on the side so I don't miss any more chatting basically in future streams. I was noticing because basically I wasn't receiving that many messages. Typically you guys are super interactive on the chat, and today was a little bit different from the usual, so now I know why. Okay. Dukaten is asking me, what does refactor do? Yeah, so refactor, it's basically a console command I have, which calls Ractor PHP. Are you guys familiar with Ractor? If you're not familiar with Ractor, what Ractor does on PHP is literally like Pint, but a little bit more, does risky refactors, like literally transforms regular closures and short closures, for example, adds the keyword final, for example, if you want to. So there's some kind of risky refactoring to your project to keep it like up to PHP 8.4. So I'm a big fan of Ractor, by the way. Akon is saying, you look tired. Do I? I don't think so, man. It's just literally my face. I'm chilling. Thanks for asking, though. By the way, if you're watching me, we have 150 concurrent viewers at the moment. Only Twitch and YouTube. I don't know the others, which is pretty cool. You know, you guys are always supporting my work. But if you don't follow me yet, give me a follow on these platforms. That would be really appreciated. And yeah, and if you don't know me, Laravel PHP developer. My name is Nuno, and I have been, you know, streaming for the last month and truly having fun. All right, folks, running vendor bin pass to see how it goes. Mimi PI is rating me with a party of 16. Thank you so much. Thank you. For those who just arrived from the raid, if you don't know me, my name is Nuno Maduro. I'm a Laravel core team member, but also a PHP developer. And, you know, I've been streaming for the last month, and what we are doing today is actually building an open source project. We are building an open source project where the goal is literally find typos in your code. That's the goal, you know what I mean? So potentially, if you have a file, let's say a file with a typo, which is this example right here, and this obviously have a double P right here, the tool will tell you this test suite is not passing because you have a typo in your file. You know what I mean? So potentially, you know, I have built tools in the past like vendor bin past or vendor bin Pint, for example. Pint is like the ESLint of JavaScript, and past is like the jest of JavaScript. So we have that already, but today I'm building Pack, which is literally finding typos in your project foldering, files, and more. That's the goal today. Mimi is saying that seems useful. Yeah, that's the goal. By the way, Mimi, what do you work with? What's your language, by the way? What do you usually stream on? Acob is saying how to add more features into this package. So once I commit all of this, which will take the next 5 minutes, the goal is that you come to this file system checker, and you have one file below, which is called annotations checker, and that it's supposed to, you know, fetch all the annotations like this one and fix the typos. That's the goal. Davison, that seems cool. Yeah, man, I hope people, you know, you'll use this. Well, people use Pint in past already in the PHP world. My hope is that people will use this project as well. Let's see how it goes, okay? We were in the process of, we just literally finished this feature of file system checker, which, you know, seems to be working as expected. Why cannot make this read-only? That's odd. Interesting. Okay, doesn't matter. Oh, because it needs to... There we go. Okay, cool. So I'm literally in the process of fixing the test suite, and hopefully I will pull this to GitHub. By the way, chat, if you want to have access to the repo, this is the repo right here. I'm going to put it here on the chat of the multi-stream. And you can access that project and literally just make contributions in the future, okay? So let's fix quick the test suite. PHP Stan is complaining about the return type. Let's see what's happening here. It's complaining because the concrete implementation of the file system checker is not equal to the interface. So it's supposed to be like this. Yeah, this should return an issue, by the way, not misspelling. Running composer test again. Incolas, welcome to the stream, dude. Nice to see you. So we have problems with styling. Let's run vendor bin pint. There we go. Composer test again. Pint passing, PHP stand hopefully passing as well. Yes, past PHP is failing because we have 0% of code coverage in one of the classes we have. So one of the classes we have is called kernel, which initially I started by creating this class because I wanted like an entry point of the app. We don't have any test on it yet, so we don't need it possibly. I'm going to remove the kernel and run my test suite again. And hopefully it's passing and we can commit all of this to GitHub, which it does. So I'm going to just type git add -p, bam, bam, bam. And this will be called adds file system checker. Okay. It doesn't do a lot, but already checks if my folders or files have typos. Something I forgot to do though is literally rename this file to file system as well. So I'm going to do that. So file system checker test, there we go. And it doesn't detect issues on a given directory. It does detect issues on a given directory. So this looks cool. But I wanted to, what do I want to do? Nothing else. That's it. Yeah. So the next step is find the entry point of our app. Again, I want people to be able to type vendor bin pack, just like that. In our project running, okay? So we obviously need Symfony console. That's the first thing. But I feel that even before that, we need a special place that collects all of the checkers we have, in one of them being the file system checker. But potentially we are going to have more, like annotations and blah, blah, blah. We need a place that collects all of these checkers and run them one by one. That's why I wanted so much the kernel class, because I feel it will be the place where we collect literally all of these checkers, okay? Mimi is saying, oh, my commit message, a commit message that doesn't contain, say, fixing the thing that did the other thing is wrong is rare. Yeah, you know, I have projects that I follow conventional commits, so I do stuff like, you know, potentially stuff like this, fix blah, 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 for example, or I have something like fit, and then I do whatever I'm fitting, or potentially if I'm working on a big feature, I can have some stuff like this, like file system and then blah, blah, blah. Today I'm keeping it simple because, you know, I don't know all of my audience, so I'm trying to keep it simple for now. Jipin Castle is saying, design pattern stream soon. Yeah, maybe in the future. Yeah, I just provided a GitHub repo and you have access to it, Jakob. Thanks for asking, man. Jakob is asking me, what does the best way of structuring and building a package? You know, well, you want to organize it in the way that it can scale in the future. So potentially, for example, here, I'm organizing the package to potentially having different implementations of the spell checker. So that's a good way to do things already, but also have different things to check for. So here I'm checking for the file system, but already kind of preparing things to checking stuff like annotations, because I know people from the outside will want to contribute to this. Okay. Someone is saying, Brahim is saying, it seems like a good case for pipelines. Yeah, potentially on the kernel class, we are going to do just like that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Incolas is saying, not media, but at Mivia. So you mean that you worked with me before on the Mivia company? If yes, well, nice to see you, man. Welcome to the stream. Space Lamp, welcome to the stream as well. Nice to see you, man. All right, folks, let's move forward. I want to have that kernel class that basically allows me to be this center place where we collect all the checkers we have. So what I will do here is have this kernel class.php file, and I'm going to open this thing on top, declare strict types, you know, the usual stuff. And this will be a read-only class kernel. And what do we want to do here? Again, we obviously want to collect all of the checkers we have potentially. Okay, so I'm gonna have a public. Let me make this a little bit smaller. There we go. There we go. So I want to have a public function in the constructor that receives multiple things. Most importantly, receives an array of checkers, okay, which is the ones we are going to use. And this will create a new instance of the implementation. And also, each one of the checkers is, you know, follows the checkers contract. So we can basically rely on that. And finally, I have a function handle, which will basically handle, you know, will actually run the thing. So obviously we have this parameters approach, which we are using at the moment. So let's continue to follow that. And these parameters, we already know that potentially we are going to have a directory. So let's just inform PHP stan of that, okay? Just like that. We may have a string, so this is like an optional thing, so I'm going to keep it like this. What else do we want to do? Well, we receive the parameters, and the next thing we need to do is literally, you know, for each one of the checkers we have, we want to run the checker against the given parameters. And finally, I possibly want to group the issues by file, which I'm not sure yet if I want to do that. I'm going to not to do that for now. I'm going to literally just merge them all. So issues will be an empty array by default, and each time we grab new issues from each one of the checkers, I'm going to merge that into an existing array. By the way, if any of you is still using array merge, don't, basically, okay? Array merge is literally something from the past. You can literally use array disconstruct in PHP now, which is a little bit more fancy. What else do I want to do? For each one of the checkers, we do need to create an instance of those checkers though. So I'm going to type here, new checker for now. Undeniably, this probably will be resolved out of the container, which probably I'm going to just assume that, I think. Yeah, I'm going to assume that. There we go. Okay, let's keep it simple for now. And then this will return back all of the issues to be displayed on the console, hopefully, okay? So this will be the entry place of our, you know, of our application. We are going to receive a list of checkers, and we are going to merge, you know, all of the issues detected by the multiple checkers we are going to have. So I'm going to go to my test directory and possibly create a new kernel test where we can test these things, okay? So it it handles multiple checkers. Let's see this. Let's do this for now. Let's create a new instance of that kernel. And we can also use that default, you know, that default approach we talked about a little bit, which is when you have a very complicated object to instantiate, you can literally just provide this. I like to call it the factory, a method factory pattern, which you can have literally a default implementation of the given object, which is pretty cool. You can literally just do this, okay? And this will receive multiple checkers, one of them being the file system. File system checker. I'm gonna read the chat in a minute, okay? Just truly on the flow at the moment. By the way, chat, when you guys are building something, do not spend too much time overthinking things, like overthinking the structure or overthinking file naming. Like those things over time, they just become obvious, you know, because when you are basically building something, potentially like the full idea is still not there, but just keep building it. And in the future, once you stop building, when you keep building things, in the future things will just make sense, okay? Just believe on that, okay? So someone is saying, Mohammed is saying, I just made a pull request with a logo for this. Okay, let's see that real quick. Wow, not bad, not bad. What do you guys think? What do you think, chat? What do you guys think? It does look cool though, right? Pack PHP, bam, bam, bam. What do you guys think about this? Devi is saying it's spicy. So we have one yes already. What do you guys think? From a scale 1 to 5, what do you guys think? It's way better than AI. Cool, cool, cool. Driven Castle is giving stars to this. Carlson is saying nice. All right, man. Congratulations. That was a very nice contributions, by the way. You guys see how easy it is to contribute to open source? It's literally just open a pull request and that's it. It's a 5 stars. Congratulations, Mohamed. I feel we got our very first contribution on this package, okay? So where did you put this file on? Unpack PHP. Do you let me think a little bit. Oh yeah, okay, this is cool. This is cool. I'm gonna rename it to logo, but this is cool. I'm gonna merge this. Thank you, good job, dude. We have an issue already. Logo for the project. Ooh, we already have one, man. That would be cool though. That would be cool. We already have one. So let's finish this. You know, in-memory spell checker, import this, use this on the file system checker. What else do we need? This is the default implementation for now. There we go. I think that's it. And this is creates a default instance of the kernel. Perfect. And why are you complaining, by the way? Because the handle returns a type that is not specified. Thank you. Apologize, PHP Stan. There we go. You happy now? Property checkers not found on kernel. Why? Checkers. Oh, it's because this is like private. Sorry. Thank you. And at least PHP Stan is not complaining anymore. How about now? Default or kernel not found. Okay, I'm going to import the kernel. One risky test, obviously, because we're not doing anything. So I feel like something we can do here is literally just call the handle method on the kernel with the folder with typos and literally kind of redo the test we were doing in the past, where I'm gonna not go too deep. I'm gonna just literally assert that we have 2 issues at the moment. I feel that will just do the job at the moment. Although we do need to go 1 folder deep like this. How about now? The size is 1. Interesting. Why is that? I'm going to DV issues. And indeed we have only 1 problem, which is a little bit awkward. Oh, because it didn't detect. Okay, got you. This needs to be the entire folder of the issues. There we go. This works a little bit better. Let's do this. There we go. And those multiple checkers. And I'm going to keep it like this for now. This does the job, I feel like. Okay. So the last step, let me check how many status do I have. I have a bunch. I can run composer task to see how it goes now. Shiko is saying it's a 5. Let's fucking go. Carlo is saying, will this be a plugin? No, it will basically be a CLI tool. That's it. And congratulations, Mad Mode, for the contribution, man. Really cool, man. Let's see if I can end up with an announcement. You know, if I finish this, it's like 2 hours in already, so I can potentially stream for 1 more hour, and potentially can finish this and literally announce that we are working on this all together. Let's see. Okay, so run composer test and see how it goes. But potentially the next step is using Symfony console to literally, you know, have an entry point for this. Because we still need to put this on, like on packages and everything, so. All right, so this will be HADS kernel for multiple checkers at once. Bam, bam, boom, push. Okay, why are you complaining? How about now? How is the music, by the way? Can you guys hear the music? Huh? Oh, do I need to do like this thing, which I never understand why? Oh, now it's rebase. Okay, cool. I can't listen any music. Okay, let's fix that. Let's fix that real quick. How about now? A little bit better? Devil's Eye is asking, how can I contribute to this? Well, you just go to the repo and you think about something, but potentially adding extra checkers will be something we are going to need, so. All right, boys, let's keep the momentum going. Next step, doing Symfony console stuff. Let's go. You're welcome, dude. Symfony console here. So now I'm gonna just create the bin directory real quick. Bam, bam, boom. Bin directory is the place where you put all your binaries. In this one, we call it pack. Pack PHP. And I know that we need the hash bang on top, which I always forget, man. Oh my God. Where can I see this? On past potentially? Past PHP/past. Yeah, this little thing, I always forget about this. So this is called it pack only without the extension, and now we do this. There we go. And then we need the auto loader at some point. Auto load. There we go. We need this. This is something a little bit annoying that we always have to do is if you're doing a CLI tool. So I'm gonna just do it real quick. Okay, cool. Okay, we're back to the game. Let's go. So Symfony console, ba ba bam, ba ba boom, simple stuff, right? How does Symfony console work? I literally just forgot. Symfony console. Require, I already have done this. Second step, literally just create a new application. I know that I could have used it Laravel 0, but you know, I wanted to keep it the more raw as possible so you guys can follow a little bit how I do things from scratch, okay? So I need to add the application command with the name. We need a command for this, by the way. So add, and here will be the command, the run command or whatever it is, huh? And at the end, we are going to have our run, basically. Gotcha. Where do I provide the name? Oh, literally right here. Pack 1.0. There we go. So this will be 0.0.1. That will be the version. What else do I need? I need a command. Gotcha. So yeah, when you're working with Symfony console, one thing we need to do is literally create the app itself. But obviously, at some point, you need a Symfony command, basically. So if I do something like bin deck, or actually pack, apologize, it's access denied because I need to give some permissions into this. So 777. You thought I would put 777, huh? Let's do 755 and run now bin pack. Okay, it's working, but undeniably, I don't want like none of this appearing on the console of the user. We are going to have literally just a regular Symfony console. So what we are going to do is literally have a folder here with the name console, and we are going to create a new folder with the name commands. And we are going to have our default command, which is the one we are going to use all the time. What is console commands? Bam, 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 bam. Okay, this is the like the deal we need to do. So we need to have this attribute as command from Symfony. This will be called default. This will be called default as well. Implements command from Symfony. And we are going to have all of this deal. Gotcha. And this needs an execute, which returns a success if runs as expected. And where I define like the options, okay, it's in the configure method. It's a little bit different from what you usually would do on Laravel commands. Like you would have a little bit, you know, a different API for this, but I feel like this is equally easy, you know. What is the description of our package, by the way? Checks for misspellings on the given directory. It's more like for checks for misspellings in your project. Okay. Help, we don't have any. Apologize, my friend. Okay, so description done, bam. What else? We have arguments? Do we have arguments? Possibly, but not really. Maybe, perhaps. Yeah, we can have an argument. Why not? Let's do that. So we have more like an option with the directory check. This is perfect. Thank you. By default, the default is like none, and then I will just, you know, compute myself what is the default directory of the project. Add option expects int and null string given. What do you mean? Oh, on the third argument? Oh, we want the mode? What is mode? Maybe it's this stuff? What is this? Oh, I know. It's like option argument, perhaps? I'm going crazy. Vashteshir is saying, it's already late, I'm going to sleep. Good night, dude. Jefferson is saying top. Thank you, man. Alright, folks, for the option, I feel like I'm going to not provide an option for now. Okay, keeping it as most simple as possible. So description checks for misspellings in the given directory. That's it. The execute, though, as you may well know, will receive the kernel as, or just fetch the kernel, the default implementation of the kernel. We'll just type this. For the directory, I'm gonna... Do I want to check everything? I feel I want to check everything. Every single file I find, basically. For now, at least. And then, for every single issue we have, I'm gonna simply do something really stupid, which is... possibly just display the file name. And can I use Termwin for this? I can possibly use Termwin, which is a little bit better. Composer required, Numaduro Termwin. Yeah, let's do that. And I'm gonna just provide render issue, just like that. Bam, bam, boom. Let's go. And then, so if you don't know what Termwind is like this. It's this crazy project I have coded together with Chico, who is also on the chat. And what it does, it allows you to use basically Tailwind CSS, but on the console. I'm going to provide the link there so you guys can see a little bit. So Termin is literally this project where you can literally type, you know, Tailwind CSS code, which is like CSS like on classes, and you can have pretty output on the terminal. So we are going to use this, okay? What do you guys think? Good idea? Have you guys used Termin before or not yet? It's basically HTML on the console. That's right, man. That's right. All right, folks, render, and now I'm going to just let, so using render and HTML tags inside with Tailwind, do some fancy UI. Thank you. Okay, I don't know if we support all of this, but I guess I'm gonna give it a try. Chico is saying no need for relative. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it and then we remove it if we don't need it, okay? Isn't called render from Termin? I think it's render, right? Yeah, it's render. Why are you complaining? Function render not found? What the heck? I'm pretty sure it does exist though. Oof, the music is on spot right now. So issues not found. Yeah, we can import that real quick. Oof, the music is really on spot right now. Handle expects a redirectory but not empty stream given on the default command. Oh yeah, we need to literally improve this a little bit. What can I do from here? We are going to for sure improve this, but for now I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to type this current directory and just say to PHP that this is actually a string, and I'm gonna just provide it here. Carlson is asking me if this is radio. It's not, man. It's called Epidemic Sounds, and I have bought a subscription so I can play this music and still monetize this video, basically. So it's literally, I have bought this music and we are all of us are listening music that I bought, basically. It's pretty cool, huh? By the way, if you just arrived, my name is Nuno Maduro. I'm a PHP Laravel developer, Laravel core team member, and if you're watching me, please give me a follow. Looking for growing my audience. If you're enjoying the content, give me a follow, please. I'm also streaming in multiple platforms, but if you like my work and you want to keep supporting my work, something you can do is subscribe me on Twitch or become YouTube member. All the money I'm getting from this will be literally reinvested on making the stream better, okay? And today we are building an open source package that detects typos on folder names or file names. That's the goal. Something like past or pint or pale, but literally detecting typos, which is, I think it's a pretty cool package. So what I'm even doing at the moment, this looks okay. Chico, let's give this a run though. Let's see how it goes now. So I'm gonna go all the way up and type vendor bin pack. And I need to make this default command actually to run though. So I'm gonna go to my vendor bin pack and add this command I just have created to the application itself. Oh, this playlist, dude, is really getting me on a mood. How do I add the command to the application on Symfony? Okay, just type new default command, that's it. Okay, how can I make a command the default one? There we go, set default command default, there we go. All right, dudes, the moment of truth. The moment we have been waiting for, all this time to literally now run bin pack. Will this work? If it doesn't, it suck. Oh boy. Oh boy, it's taking forever. Okay, relax. It's taking forever for a reason. Relax. I know why this is taking forever. We forgot a very important thing, man, my friends. A very important thing. So when using this Symfony Finder stuff, something you want to do is literally this. Ignore VCS. So you need this. Otherwise, it will scan vendor, basically. Okay, let's go. Still taking forever, which is a little bit unexpected. I'm gonna, literally dump the files we are currently analyzing at the moment. So I'm gonna do like literally this. Oh boy. It's going to vendor? Why would you go to vendor? Oh, it's ignore.files. Gotcha. Let's go, boys. We are almost there. I can just feel it. I can so much feel it, dudes. We are still going to vendor, man. Like, what the heck? I just told him, like, don't go to vendor. Ignore.files, ignore VCS, ignore unreadable DIRs. Just ignore everything. It doesn't matter, man. Like, what the heck? How about now? If it don't work... Okay. We're getting close. What am I doing? Okay. So SM inline is not working. Okay, so this is because like Termwin doesn't actually support all classes, so we need to remove this stuff. Okay. Uform is saying why PHP compiling time is much more than CPP. So that's not actually compiling time. It's literally we are performing some runtime job of going to each file on the system and literally checking if the file have a typo. So it's not like, we are compiling. There is no compilation step on PHP even, We don't have compilation step. Okay, so I'm going to remove this and give this a go again. Border not found. Okay. Chico, do you know if I can use any of this? If I don't know, man. I'm going to just remove it for now, I feel. Rounded not found. Okay. Relative not found. Okay. Ooh, we have something, my friends. We have something. A little bit awkward, but we do. I'm gonna remove this biggie red. Oh boys. Oh boys. Oh boys. Okay, so I run DAG pack and it literally detected an issue with this file right here, which doesn't make sense. This one as well. PHP stan, this is interesting. So we may have to have a whitelist or something because there is no issue in PHP stan. It's just literally a tool that, the name is a little bit different than the usual. Same goes with PHP unit. Linus is saying, isn't VCS ignored files? I don't know, man. I just used them all and now it's working. I don't care anymore, Just using them all. Now it's working. Carlson is saying, is this package going to have as a dependency PHP itself? Yeah, so this package will depend on PHP for sure. It's coded on PHP, so we don't have a choice, right? Okay, so here we have to keep this a little bit more simple. Something I want to do for sure is provide the given directory to the render issue, so we can literally strip that out when we are outputting the file. That's for sure. So file will be without the current directory, that's for sure. So this will be a little bit more simple. just like this. And we don't need this misspelling crap, so we can probably just remove that. We also don't need this number deal, at least for now. So I'm going to remove the block thing. Okay. Okay. I can remove this as well. In this. And I don't need the P axis of 3. Oh my god, this is becoming so good. We don't need the line for now. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Oh boy, we are getting close, we are getting close. We just need the P left of 2 perhaps. Oh, this is getting so good. Okay, there is a problem though. There is a okay. There is an undeniably problem with this. Is sometimes you do have files where the name is weird. Like, you know what I mean? Like source, for example, is actually a good example. What solution do you guys have for me on these cases? Like, do you think stuff like PHP stand source should be whitelisted? You know, should we have like an ignored files or whatever? What do you guys think about this? Dive is saying maybe we need to do a stream about how PHP works internally. That could be a good idea, potentially, yeah. Ryan, welcome to the stream, dude. Nice to see you here. All right, folks, I think I'm going to keep it simple and literally just... we can either do not... I think I'm going to ignore the root level for now. The root level, I think I'm going to ignore it for now. And literally just check the folders which I'm more comfortable with. I have used something on my Laravel code which I can probably use here. Let me find something. So I remember once I have done a contribution on the Laravel framework where I was able to actually fetch, you know, only like the app folder, the source folder, and everything in between. So we can probably use that. I'm going to go to my source illuminate of Laravel, and I'm going to go to foundation, and I'm going to go to application, because I remember using that right here, like auto load or whatever. Yeah, exactly. Class loader. There we go. Infer the base application from the environment. Very, very dirty code, my friend. Never use this code, huh? Because basically, this is like something I have very, very magical that allows you to know, like the very root level, like the folders that contain actually your application. It will ignore stuff like phpstand.neon or ignore php-unit.xml file, by the way. Div is saying the ignore list with most common things is probably one thing we could do. Yeah, that's right. Julio is also recommending me to use, yeah, I could do that, folks. I could do that. For now, I'm going to just use something that will basically run through the app folder, in app folder only for now. Just to really keep it simple, if you guys don't mind, okay? So I'm going to copy this little code I have on Laravel, and I'm going to use it on my default command. And I'm going to put it right here, just below. This could probably go to a different place, undeniably, but I'm going to use this on the default command at the moment, okay? By the way, for those of you who just arrived, and if you don't know me, my name is Nuno Maduro, Laravel and PHP developer, and I do everything in between. And I'm streaming currently in all platforms you can imagine. So if you're watching me and you want to support me, give me a follow. That's the only thing I ask. Give me a follow. And obviously, if you want to financially support my work, you can give me a subscription on Twitch or YouTube member. Finally, what else? Today we are building an open source package and we are almost done. We are literally in the process of displaying the information on the terminal. And the next step will be publish this on packages so one of you can use locally in your projects. Okay, hopefully we are going to do that today. We are 2 hours and 30 minutes. I can stream for 30 minutes more. Okay. So let's keep going. Bam, bam, boom. Infer base path. Infer project path. Let's go with this for now. And let's use this little function that allows me to get the app folder, by the way, okay? It's, I don't know, I don't go into details right now, but what this function does at the moment, it's literally go to, if there is any app-base-path, which is something very common on Laravel, just use that. Otherwise, go to the composer and fetch the PSR4 base path. That's it. That's the only thing we're doing here. It's a little bit too magical, but let's, you know, forgive ourselves for using this at the moment, okay? And I can use this directly on my kernel class. Is it working? Please, 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 please? No. Why is that? Oh, because I need to provide that directory as well on this file. There we go, boys. Undeniably though, I would expect the base path to be source though. Why PHP stem is on there? Oh, what happens if I do this? Oh, okay. Which sucks a little bit. Okay, I have an idea. I'm gonna do this. So basically this is returning the root level and I want like the source folder only. So what I will do potentially is just return a match true. And I think what I will do is that if the file, if the given source, if the source is a directory, returns basically the base path plus the source. If the app is a directory, returns the app. What else can I do? Probably nothing, right? Otherwise, just return the entire thing. Yeah, that's it. This should work. Perfect. And now I should have literally no problems at all. So this is like the big moment for us. If I were to create, for example, a new file with the name person with double N, just like this, run tech, you have a problem. This is cool, man. Come on, this is a cool project. You guys have to admit, huh? Emmeline Dev is saying pack.json could potentially have the whitelist words. That's for sure, we can have that for sure. Yeah. Again, we are just getting started, so you know, I want to get something out today, you know. So let's keep it simple. So something we forgot though is I just want to return a success if there is no problems. So what I will do here is I'm going to count the issues, and if there is any more than one issue, we bail out. Okay. Okay, so I have literally an exit code 1 because of the red thing, but if I remove person, for example, I should have green again. There we go. Okay. Linus is saying this is super cool. Thank you, man. I also think there is a lot of potential in this package. So, you know, we are going to definitely, you know, keep grinding on it, hopefully. I'm gonna run this composer update script that I always use. All right, it's the moment of getting this actually on GitHub. So let me think a little bit. How is pass, by the way? Passing, pint as well, I hope. Yeah, PHP stand as well. Thank you, thank you. So the entire test suite should be good to go, right? Almost. Oh boy. Nadun, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you here. Yeah, we don't have tests on the default command, which undeniably we probably should, but I have no idea how to test Symfony. Test Symfony console. Let me check that real quick. Do they have tests for this? Oh, they do. I'm gonna skip this one for now. I'm gonna probably do this later. The gods of testing will forgive me this one, hopefully. I know. You saw Kovac ignore. Forgive me that one. I want to get this out today, so there we go. So this will be adds default command. That's it. All right, what we need to get this out actually. So it's literally push on main. We need a readme. So I'm gonna go to my readme.amd and I'm gonna do a few things. Do I have a package already, which is a little bit similar to this one? Let me think a little bit. Well, pass is now. Drippin Castle is asking me if I use to-do on my code comments. Not really. Typically, I don't have to-dos, to be honest. If I were to have to-dos, it probably would be, you know, something like Linear or Trello, or worst case on my test suite, because I can actually call the to-do method on my test suite. That will work as well. So I'm gonna copy the README from Termwind, I feel, yeah. That's a good README I can, you know, copy from. Yeah, I think I can use this one. So the logo someone just added is within. Oh, I'm gonna rename this to pack logo, for example. Remove the example. So this will be called pack logo and is within docs logo.png. This is something I don't care, I think. Let me think. Oh, actually I do. Do I? No, I don't. Let's remove that. Great. What is this? Oh my god. This was previously called tail CLI. That's why we see tail CLI right here. So funny. So this is called pack. Pack, yeah. Oh, something I would still like to change. How do I call past, by the way? Oh yeah, I made a small mistake here, which is I called the organization pack-php and I wanted to call this pack PHP only, you know? Can I still rename this? Yeah, I can. Cool. Oh yeah, baby. Nice. All right, cool. So we still have pack PHP, but now a little bit more renamed, which is better, I think. We have 21 GitHub stars already? You guys are crazy, man. Oh my god. 21 GitHub stars, 4 forks already. Jesus Christ. All right, pack PHP, and this will be called it pack. What else do I need? I feel I can remove this because the image itself goes at main docs logo, and this is call it pack example. I can remove all of this stuff. This is basically Termwind examples, so I'm going to remove them all. Oh yeah, baby. All right, so it requires PHP 8.3. Pack is a CLI tool that helps you or that detects wording or spelling mistakes in your code base. It's designed to be fast, easy to use, integrate with the individual flow, blah, 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 blah. Note, this project is still on development, not ready for production use. At the moment, only the file system checker is implemented. Installation, PHP.3, required pack using Composer, blah, 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 blah. Usage, vendor bin, pack. And that's it. To get started, check your codebase, check your project. For spelling mistakes, run the following command. Perfect, perfect. Text wording, following mistake, no codebase, and then to be fast, easy to use, and workflow. The goal is. Let me actually also reference the original library we are using, because, you know, it's always cool to give them like props, you know what I mean? There we go. This is the one. It relies on the... There we go. So it relies on the PHP spell checker to detect spelling mistakes in your code base. And the goal is to make it work with folder names, file names, method names, comments, and more. All right, this is good, I think. Yes, sir. Francisco is saying instead of bash use PHP. I do have PHP, dude. What do you mean? Oh, and the usage. Gotcha. Makes sense. Linus is asking me, what is the benefit of putting it in separate GitHub organization rather than in your profile? So I always like to put especially projects like this as a separate organization, because I feel like more people are compelled to contribute if it's that way, because they just feel like it's something they belong to. You know, if you are someone who is a contributor from this project, if it's not like in my own name, people feel part of it, basically. It's a little bit more... But not only to find like just one contributor, but literally to find actually maintainers that will maintain this next site to me. I feel it's better to have it as a separate organization. Yeah. Okay. Okay, there is a lot of stuff to check off, you know, but I think I'm going to keep it simple like this for now, okay? So people can literally start using it today. So I want to push this stuff. So which should be just a readme at the moment, yeah. So I'm gonna type a just readme. And we should have this on GitHub already. There we go. Should be here. All right, looking cool, huh? Pack is a CLI tool that detects wording, spelling mistakes in your code base, designed to be fast, easy to integrate your workflow, and I probably can have there just like Pint or Past. So on the workflow, just like Pint or Past. It relies on the PHP spell to check spelling mistakes in your code base. The goal is to make it work with folder names, file names, method names, comments, and more. Note that because I think I can have that on the end, yeah. Project in development, in already production use. At the moment, only file system checker is implemented and only detects spelling mistakes in files and folder names. Okay, this is cool. Okay, it's good enough. Okay, I know this is not ready to you announce the thing, but it's good enough for now, for sure. I just read them again, yeah. All right, perfect. Let me check the composer.json to see if I missed something, but I don't think I did. Charmin console finder spell checker, bam, bam, boom, done. This is pack PHP here, though. I'm going to, for sure, rewrite some of this stuff once it's actually ready, but I'm going to keep it simple for now. PHP spelling checker. All right, boys. This will fix the metadata on the package. Adjust metadata. Bam, bam, boom, push. This is ready to go to packages, my friends. So I don't know if you know, but packages, which is this little thing right here, is what powers Composer. So every time you use Composer require, you are actually pulling a package from this little thing right here. Call it packages, okay? So this is the place where packages builders, like I am, put their stuff on, okay? So here we are going to put pack on this stuff, okay? Let's just copy the package URL like that. Go here, type submit. Just put the package link just like that. Click on check. And it just give me back the information that it just found the package. I'm gonna type submit. And that's done. In theory, this is literally ready. In theory. Okay, so what I will do is the following, okay, my friends? I'm gonna just do something that looks like this, what I am right now. So I'm gonna remove this project I have, called it Laravel, and I'm gonna type Laravel, new Laravel, literally creating a Laravel project from scratch. And I'm gonna include pack and run pack on this project. I don't know how exactly this is going to behave. Probably we'll have some problems, but I guess we're going to find out real soon. All right, folks, the moment of truth, man. Pack PHP pack. Ooh, actually should be --dev, and I also need to give me a second. I need to change the minimum stability to dev actually on the project itself. So that's done. Composer required pack PHP/pack now got included. So as you can see, we got a couple of packages being included on vendor, including our own package, but also the PHP spell checker, the underlying library we are using, and also some of the libraries this package is using. Okay, so the moment of truth is arriving. We type vendor bin pack, just like we do with pass or fail or pint, and now we are going to see if it's working. And it's not. Why is that? Oh, I know why. I know. Come down, boys. I know why. So when you have a bin file like we do have, we actually need to specify that to Composer. So it leaves like literally right here. Basically, we need to do this. We need to include this. We need to include this on our own package. Okay. So let's fix that real quick. So let's go here into our composer.json and add bin pack. Okay, that should be it. So I'm gonna go back into pack and I'm gonna commit this little thing, call it adjusts bin metadata, and push this. I'm gonna as well go to packages. Typically, when I commit something, packages picks the latest version automatically, but I don't have yet the GitHub hook set up. So I'm gonna just click on update. That will do the job for me at the moment, okay? Okay, so I should be able to go to my Laravel package, type composer update, and fetch the latest version of my package, which already contains that little bin metadata, which it does. And now I'm gonna clear my terminal, run vendor bin pack, and there we go. We got an answer. It's working, but unfortunately, it thinks that HTTP is literally a typo, which is a little bit unfortunate. But if let's rename something. Let me go to app. Let's, for example, go to models. Actually, I'm going to make something a little bit more simple. I'm going to type PHP artisan make model, and I'm going to call a model with for example, let's say cars with double S, for example. Okay, just like this. So if I run my tool now, it should detect that cars is not well written. So vendor bin pack, and there we go. Okay, I feel like we have a very good foundation. Like, this really looks cool to begin with. Undeniably, we are going to have a couple of things, like a whitelist PHP file, which will whitelist stuff like HTTP, source, this kind of common names on tag. But I feel like for stuff like this, really works cool. Like cars, for example, is not well written. We know if I do something like a job and I call this process with 3 S's or process with double S, or example, process, car, for example, and I call this process car job, it will literally complain about this. There we go. Processes is not well written, which, I think it's pretty cool. Good for now, I believe as well, yeah. All right, folks, again, I'm going to send you the repo. A lot of space to improve here, a lot of things we can do together. If you are looking to do your first time contribution on open source, this is your moment. This is literally your moment. I don't care if the contribution is bad, is good. I don't care. We are going to review it together, and I'm going to help you out, okay? I'm going to help you out. You do the contribution. I'm going to review the contribution with you. I'm going to help you out, and, it will be good. I can promise you that. It will be good, okay? So it's your moment, okay? Do your contribution to this pull request, to this open source project right now. Something I'm like 100% sure is that this project will be successful. Like, I'm 1000% sure, because I see myself using this. I see myself putting this project on Laravel Cloud, on Laravel Forge, on Laravel Vapor. I'm going to put this project everywhere and use it. So, if you want to be part of something that will be big, this is your moment, man. And nobody else knows that we have this project, just you and me. So it's literally your moment, okay? Counting on you. I'm going to put the repo on the chat again, so you guys can access and do contributions. It doesn't really matter like how big is your contribution. It can be big, it can be small, it can be documentation, it can be a beta logo, it can be more logos, it can be code examples, it can be actually code, it can be new checkers, it can be something really complex, it can be something really easy. It doesn't matter, okay? Counting on you, boys. We are going to review the pull requests on the next live stream and possibly keep improving this project, and end up, I think would be very cool if we can up the next live stream with the actual release. Like, literally end up with me saying, I'm proud to announce pack PHP. This package was built on stream, blah, 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 with the help of XYZ, and it's now available to the PHP community, and having everyone talking about that, it will just be awesome. I can already picture the entire thing, man. Oh my God. That being said, I love you all so much. Thank you so much for being here with me today. It was a 3 hours live stream today, okay? 3 hours live stream. It was, although, the last one before Christmas break, okay? Tomorrow I won't live stream, and I won't live stream also on the 25. I will be with family all the time, and, I won't work, basically. Tomorrow and the 25, I won't work for 2 days, but on the 26 or 27, I will be back, and potentially we are going to end up a new live stream with literally an announcement, okay? It's your moment. If you guys want to do something, it's now, okay? Davy Croft is saying, a little hurt. Thank you so much for you too. Ed Milson saying all good. Al Goat is saying Merry Christmas to you too, man. Merry Christmas to you and to your family. Pick and Full, Merry Christmas as well, man. Drippin' Castle, so pumped. Thank you, Nuno. Thank you, man. Have a nice break as well, and I hope your family is good and you find you good as well. Ed Milson is Nuno time. It's your time, man. It's not my time. It's your time, okay? Brian is saying it's our secret now. I think so. Practic is saying PHP fork, which allows users to build native mobile apps. I think there is something called native PHP. You may want to check that. Deploy says Tatar is saying directly from Ceará, Brazil. Oh man, my dream is go to Brazil once. So potentially we are going to meet, you know. Brian is saying thank you so much for your time. Thank you for coming to the stream. DC Blog is saying thank you, Nuno Maduro. Thank you, man. Thank you for coming today. As always, Linus is saying happy holidays, everyone. Happy holidays to you as well. Yeah, just, you know, everyone do not work during the next 2 days because it's literally the 24th and the 25th. It's Christmas break, you know. Be sure to tell your wife that you love her, or, you know, your partner. Be sure to tell your kids that you love them, and yeah, just enjoy the break, and, you know, everything stays good. That's the most important thing, okay? All right, Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for coming today. And yeah, catch you all in the next live stream. Let's raid someone, man. Let's raid someone. I almost forgot about that. If you don't know, if you watch me from another platform, I'm literally streaming on Twitch, and something I always do is literally raid someone. Raid meaning redirect all my viewers to someone else's stream, potentially a stream with less followers, so I can make someone happy today, you know? So let's search for someone. So we now have this platform, call it Developers Live. Let's see who is live. No, I am live for sure, but let's see who else is live. So developerslive.com. Wait. Oh, okay. Developers Live. There you go. Oh, only me. Okay, got you. Who else is live? By the way, Shad, yeah, man, give me a follow because we are going to live stream again within 2 days. And yeah, if you want to financially support my work, you can subscribe me on Twitch or becoming a YouTube member as well if you want to. So let's raid someone. Can you guys think of anyone to raid, by the way? In the app, let's see on the app. Let's see who can we find. So I can see people doing Spring Boot. I can also see people doing some NeoVim stuff. Can we find anyone doing PHP or Laravel? Come on, guys, I need your help, man. I'm gonna search for Laravel, and we have literally no one. At least live at the moment. How about PHP? Just me, okay. Someone is saying Zorlak, which is a Counter-Strike streamer. Portuguese one though. Merry Christmas, everyone. Okay, I saw a Brazilian JavaScript streamer, which we could potentially raid. Happy holidays, everyone. I have literally no one to raid. Just literally myself. Oh my god. Minecraft. Oh, I see someone working on Flexbox. Okay. What is this? Okay. I don't know this streamer though, but Kitsune. Okay. Kitsune. Kids. All right, folks, we found someone. I don't know the streamer. I think it's even a Brazilian one, to be honest. But it's streaming about HTML. Okay, so I'm going to raid this person. That being said, thank you so much for being on that side. I wish you a Merry Christmas, and I see you all in 2 days, okay? See you next time, and peace out.